Alright, so I got my 2020 Honda CB500X all torn apart and stripped down behind me. The bike has almost 100,000 kilometers on it from going across the Americas, North, Central, South America, and it's now time for it to get the TLC that it didn't get on the road.
First, I pulled the seat and strapped the bike down so it wouldn't move around while I worked. Next, I removed the bodywork and fought with the light connectors. Then the rear wheel came off, followed by the front wheel and the fender. And finally the forks came out so I can inspect the front suspension. It looks pretty good.
So the fork boot did a remarkably good job of keeping it fully intact and protected, but I don't know if you're able to see, I think the boot might have held water in here. I don't know, I think I might have to replace them. I gotta look into that. Alright, so the dust seals for the forks I've cleaned off the best that I can, but I don't know if you can see in there, there must be a metal ring underneath there because some of that's gotten a little bit rusted. Unfortunately, these seals are on back order and I cannot get them. We're just going to put a bit of grease on there and throw it in because at the end of the day, all it is a dust seal.
Next, I removed the rear suspension linkage. After 100,000 kilometers and a bit of squeaking I'd been hearing, I wanted to pull it apart and see what kind of condition the bearings were in.
You'll have to do is check out how these bushings and bearings and stuff are. I'll have to check that out, but once I get them cleaned up.
Ideally, they just need fresh grease, but after this many miles, I wouldn't be surprised if something needed replacing. Alright, so we took out the rear suspension link, and the plan was just to inspect it, relube it, whatever, but this bearing got a little bit worn out, and this has a little thing on it, so that's got to be replaced. Considering the roads this bike has seen, it wasn't a surprise that these bearings were worn out. One of them had started to fail, and the collar was damaged as well, so I ended up replacing them all.
Alright.
Since I'd already gone this far, I decided to remove the swing arm as well.
I know. What are you doing?
The idea was to just clean and grease the swing arm bearings as preventative maintenance, or at least that was the plan. While things were apart, I took care of a few smaller jobs, checking the coolant, removing some damaged highway pegs from a crash in Peru,
Just slid out before I knew what was happening.
and cleaning up and painting a few things that had been bothering me for a while. Next, I moved on to the front sprocket.
There we go.
And that's when I realized I might have made a mistake.
I think I might have made a drastic error here. Oh no. The book says that I need to hold the rear brake to stop the sprocket from moving. Rear wheel is long gone.
A drill made quick work of the sprocket bolt, and once it was off, I tried to clean off years of built-up grime and gunk before installing the new sprocket and chain, as well as the rear sprocket.
Alright, so as I'm wont to do, I made this far more difficult for myself than it needed to be. I waited until the end of the riding season to start this, had to wait for some parts. One of them is made by Rally Raid, so I had to get it from England, and then I had to travel out of the country for almost a month. And so now it is the beginning of November, and it's very cold. It's below 10 degrees. I'm outside. I don't have a nice indoor heated garage. And we got like a day and a half to button this all up, so wish me luck.
Once the parts finally arrived, I started rebuilding the front end. Fresh fork oil went in, the forks were reassembled, and I cleaned up the mating surfaces on the triple tree. And then everything went back onto the bike. The the fender, the wheel, and the brakes. Slowly, the CB500X was starting to look like a motorcycle again. My original plan for the swing arm was easy. Clean it, grease the bearing, and reinstall it. But once I added grease and installed the collar, it wouldn't rotate properly. That's when I realized one of the swing arm bearings had actually failed. Luckily, I have a local bearing supplier nearby, and they were able to get replacements quickly. Getting the old bearings out turned into more of a challenge than expected. The cheap bearing puller I bought online broke almost immediately, so the rest of the job ended up being done with the shop press. Oh, there. With the new bearings installed, the swing arm and rear suspension could finally start going back together. And I had the brake line running inside. It didn't seem right. I've attached it like this. It seems even less right, squeezed in there. That doesn't make sense to angle. I've now confirmed that it is supposed to go on the inside, so we're going to take the swing arm off for the third time and reinstall it. Wish me luck. Then the freshly rebuilt suspension linkage went back in as well.
Alright, so we got the spaces in the wheel all greased up. This hopefully is back to where it needs to be. I'm debating whether to try and put it in with or without this first. We're going to try and put it in with.
And finally, it was time to get the rear wheel back on. So I already had some dragging on here. I wasn't sure if it was the caliper, the brakes, where it was. On the trip, I had a little bit of drag. I wanted to get it sorted out. So I figured replace the pads, do everything up, and see how it is. So I still have the drag, but now when I tighten that up and it's not even torqued, this almost doesn't want to move. So if anyone has any ideas about that, please let me know. It looks like we're probably going to have to leave this for the winter now because the chain is way too long. I got my mechanic to cut it for me, but even when it's dropped, it's way too long. And then I also got this drag problem that I can't, look at that, whole bike moves. Should be like that. So my friends, I think that's going to be it until the winter with the chain and the issue here where it won't move. I've just run out of time. It's cold. I didn't anticipate having to wait for the parts, so between the chain's not right, I've already installed the swing arm, the link, everything. I'm either gonna have to take it all out or cut the chain or figure out what to do. Anyway, with that and the not moving, just gonna have to wait till next year. So I've got at least a rolling chassis. I can put it all together, or it is as together it's gonna get. I can put it away for the winter and then get back to it. So this is part one. If anybody has any ideas, what could be going wrong here? Why I'm having this not move once I tighten the rear axle, please let me know. I'm open to any and all suggestions because I can't figure it out. Did have a problem, a mild problem earlier, but now it's just way worse and I don't know what's going on. So any input, please let me know. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of stuff. I have to obviously sort out the chain, the rear axle, button everything up, all the body work, all the foot pegs, torque everything down. I also need to do the air filter. I got to paint the crash bar. I have to cut the sheepskin for the seat. I got a new sheepskin because the other one got destroyed. I got a rattling pannier and I got to fix the GPS issue. And the rally raid wheels, I got to get them fixed. So feel free to check out any of my other videos, see the adventures I went on with the bike.